Okay, so you know how we all want to make more money, right?
Hmm.
But it seems like every time you turn around, there's a new guru promising you,
Yeah,
the secrets to overnight riches and all that jazz.
right.
But that's not really what we're about here on the Deep Dive, is it?
Not at all.
We're all about, taking a more grounded approach
Exactly.
and really diving deep into solid advice. So
Yeah.
today we're looking at this YouTube podcast script called Earning Money Smartly, a quick guide. And I got to say, it's got some pretty interesting ideas that I think are worth unpacking.
Yeah, and you know what struck me about the script
That's
is
that.
it doesn't just throw a bunch of random tips at you.
Okay.
It really emphasizes building a solid foundation, starting with you.
Well, I like that. Tell me more about this foundation.
So it all begins with, identifying your existing skills and passions,
Okay.
which sounds simple enough, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, people often underestimate the power of aligning their income with
Yeah.
what they genuinely enjoy doing.
So it's not just about chasing the highest paying gig or
Right.
whatever's trendy at the moment.
Think about it, like when you're passionate about something,
Mm-hmm.
you're naturally more motivated, right?
Yeah.
You put in more effort.
You're excited to get up in the morning and...
Exactly. And ultimately,
Yeah.
you're more likely to actually succeed.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the script gives some good examples like freelancing,
Right.
online teaching, or even creating and selling your own products.
So those are good starting points, but
Yeah, they're more like broad categories.
I see what you mean. So it's not just saying, okay, I'm going to be a freelancer. It's more about...
It's about finding your niche within those categories.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I'm really good at writing, so
Yeah.
I could be a freelance editor who specializes in,
Yeah,
academic papers or something.
exactly. And you can even leverage those writing skills to create an online course.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like maybe teach people how to write those research papers.
Mm.
Or, if you're good at woodworking, you could sell handcrafted items online.
See, that's what I love about this approach. It's about
Mm-hmm.
taking something you're already good at and finding a way to actually
Monetize it, yeah.
monetize it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like turning your passion into a side hustle
Right.
or even a full-time gig. But let's be realistic here.
Okay.
Not every passion is going to be a money-making machine.
Right.
Some things are just for fun,
Yeah,
and that's totally fine.
exactly. And that's where smart investing comes in.
Okay, so tell me more about that, because I think a lot of people hear investing and they kind of
They get intimidated, yeah.
get intimidated. Yeah, it seems complicated.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
The script emphasizes starting small, which I think is crucial.
So, like, where should someone even begin? Because the script mentions mutual funds,
Mhm.
stocks, real estate. It can feel overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. So let's break those down a little bit.
Sure.
Mutual funds are basically like baskets of stocks or bonds that are managed by professionals.
Mhm.
So they offer diversification, which is great for beginners because it spreads the risk.
Gotcha.
Stocks, on the other hand, are individual company shares.
Okay.
They can offer potentially higher returns, but they also come with higher risk.
So you got to be a little more careful.
Right. And then you have real estate, which is a more tangible investment.
Yeah, you can actually see it and touch it.
Exactly. But it often requires significant capital to get started.
Right. So it's all about understanding, your risk tolerance
Yeah.
and doing your homework before.
Absolutely. And that's key with any investment, really.
Yeah. So it's not enough to just hear someone say, oh, invest in this or that.
Right.
You got to actually
Do your research.
do your research. Exactly.
There is so many resources available, too, like reputable websites,
Mm.
books. You can even talk to a financial advisor if you need more guidance.
Right. Speaking of guidance, that kind of brings us to the next point from the script, which is budgeting and saving.
Okay.
And this is where things can sometimes get
Yeah.
a little less exciting.
Yeah. I get it. Budgeting can feel like a chore,
Yeah.
but it's really the foundation of financial stability.
It's like the not so glamorous but essential part.
Exactly. It's like building a house. You need a solid base before you can add all the fancy features.
Okay, so it's more than just cutting back on lattes.
It's about understanding where your money is going and making conscious choices about your spending.
Oh,
The goal is to free up more money that you can then direct towards your investments.
right, because even small, consistent savings can add up over time.
Yeah, it's like a snowball effect.
Exactly. The more you save, the more you can invest.
Right.
And the faster that snowball grows.
This script does a really good job of connecting all these concepts together.
Yeah, it's like a holistic approach to earning money.
Exactly. It's not just about making more, it's about managing it wisely
Mhm.
so that it works for you both now and in the future.
So to recap, we've got identifying our skills and passions,
Yeah.
making smart investments, and taking control of our spending. It's like a roadmap to
Financial empowerment.
financial empowerment. Exactly.
Yeah. And remember, this journey is unique for everyone.
Okay.
It's about taking these core principles and adapting them to your own situation.
So what works for one person might not work for another.
Exactly.
And that's okay.
That's okay. It's all about finding what works best for you.
I love that this deep dive has been incredibly insightful, and I'm honestly feeling motivated to explore these ideas and see where they lead.
Yeah. And that's really the key takeaway here, right? It's not about following some rigid plan.
Yeah.
It's about feeling empowered to take control of your finances and make informed decisions.
That's what earning money smartly is all about.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thanks for diving deep with me on this one.
My pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, keep learning, keep growing, and keep earning smartly. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.
Sick.
Bye for now.
Bye.